What's up, guys? My name is SnyperSama, but you can call me Sniper. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going over my Sleep Greatsword build. Now, if any of you have seen one of my shorts, there is one specific one against the Tempered Raidal that just went up a couple days ago that I hit 1700 damage on one strike. Mind you, that is with the Tempered Raidal falling asleep, and that is also me hitting a tempered wound with TCS. But nonetheless, this was the build that I did it with, so we're going to break it down and I'm going to show you guys what you can do and how you can build a banger greatsword build. That being said, let's get into it. So, to start, we have, of course, once again, a rarity 8 Ardean weapon. In this case, mine is the greatsword with 3 attack infusions, a double attack, double affinity, and 1 element. That number that I hit, that 1745, could have been higher had I rolled more attack. I didn't, but at the time that I was doing all of that and crafting this and getting it all situated, I didn't have any other sleep parts. Because I didn't have any other sleep parts, this is what we have. So, we have that as far as production and reinforcement bonuses. Pay no mind to my hunting horn. Followed by the Fulgur Anjanath Helm beta, Arc Vulcan Mail beta, the Fulgur Vambraces beta, the Gorcoil beta, Gorgreaves beta, with an Exploiter Charm and Corrupted Mantle. For me and most of my builds, this is pretty much the standard. And the reason for it is I am a huge maximum might lover, which means that little extra stamina bonus that you get, super nice with me specifically. May not be for you, and that's okay, but for me, it's great. Now that we've got the armor down, let's go ahead and break down the jewels. Okay, now, because I did not get any sharpness bonuses on my greatsword, I opted for a handicraft and handicraft. The reason I go guardian is the guard on greatsword is actually great, meaning I get that little bit of extra damage when I'm fighting. Obviously, critical jewel 3, if you're not using crit boost 3, you're missing out. It's a crazy damage increase. Okay. And lastly, we have focus. We're on greatsword. If you play greatsword, you're looking at builds, you need focus. It helps you charge your big attacks even faster. And it is, in my opinion, the one guaranteed you need. Okay. Next up, we have counter jewels. Counter is for counter strike. The way knockbacks work when you are guarding, when you are on lance and gun lance, you don't take any knockback. You just brace yourself, but it's because they have the biggest shields in the game. On Charge Blade, on Greatsword, and on Sword and Shield, you get knocked back, and that knockback that you receive is also the amount of sharpness that you lose. So Counter Strike makes it really nice to when I guard an attack, especially with something like an Arcfeld. If I get knocked back far enough, I get a boost to my damage, and for that, we are rocking Counter Strike level 3. We do have a little bit of burst, and the reason for that, at least for me, was I like wounding on greatsword. It's very cool. It's very fun, which means it's very easy to proc because you also can just do the wound attack and it'll work out. Another counter jewel, like I was saying earlier in the video, maximum might. We got 2 mighty. We have weakness exploit, both here to make sure that we can cap it out. 1 more counter jewel to cap out counter strike. And then lastly, we have our 2 sane jewels. All of these things together are what led to that crazy 1745 that you guys saw in another short. So, now that we broke down the build, let me go ahead and showcase this, fighting something. Now, for most of these weapon breakdowns, because of how high of my HR is, we're going to end up just using Arcfeld as the across-the-board answer. And the reason for that is it's easy to make do, but let's go. We get the first set. We've got our Corrupted active, which is nice. All right, now we've been knocked back, which means we have Counter-Strike active. So for a little while, we're going to do some extra damage, which is huge. That focus coming into play. We didn't get the tackle through because I wasn't ready for it. I didn't get the offset like I wanted. I haven't used a whole lot of greatsword, in Monster Hunter Wilds. I did play it a good bit in World. It's just, I don't know, I've really enjoyed other weapons, and there we go. There is the first sleep proc. Okay, we are what? Maybe a minute into this hunt, and we're already hitting sleep? That's kind of crazy. The reason you want sleep on Greatsword, at least in my opinion, is because you get to do wake-up attacks when you put them to sleep. And wake-up attacks are crazy. If you are unsure of how to do a wake-up attack on Greatsword, you go into focus mode, and you do this. What I just did was I hit my TCS, but I was able to control it. Because I controlled it and my big bad hit was the one that actually hit the monster, wake-up attacks do significantly more damage. I believe it's almost double, if not double. Kind of surprised that hit me, but that's okay. Go ahead and roll that. Then knockback for the counter-strike. Get the perfect guard. And get back to. We definitely rolled that. I disagree, but that's okay. We're gonna back up and heal. We're getting caught by that. That was mid-charge. Ideally, when you're using Greatsword, you want to be trying to play close to the monster. You wanna pay attention for your opportunities. If you just start swinging, it's gonna be a rough time for you. Don't make the mistakes that I'm making. Be better than me. There we go. We got the offensive guard and the power clash. Let's go ahead and win that. That wasn't a full charge TCS, which sucks a little bit, but that's okay. But we are going to get the wound break, and now we have burst active. And we get the knockback from the offset attack. Damn, 800 off of an offset attack. And that's a broken part? Unfortunately, are you kidding me? You see, guys, I may not be the best with these weapons, but I'd be lying if I didn't say that I cooked. All right. You guys need to take my skill with these weapons with a grain of salt and focus on how good the builds are. Look at that. 1049. 1,000 damage. We get the offset again. Oh, I didn't even realize he's knocked over. That's even better. Mind you, I am only doing the true charge slash combo. I'm not a huge fan of the wide sweep combo. They've always just kind of felt weird to me, so I didn't use it a whole lot. But as far as this build goes, guys, I mean, you're seeing the same thing I'm doing right now, and it is annihilating this poor Arkfeld. Go ahead and get the wound break. Ooh, he just slid his arm out of the way just enough. Get the perfect guard. There's the wound break, and we get burst active. Just a little extra damage. It's only burst 1, and we don't proc it often, but it is nice to have. Just barely out of my range. Now the question is how far is he going? Huh? If you guys are using different Greatsword builds, let me know in the comments. I would love to see what everybody's running. These first set of builds are really just going to be what I deem is what I think is the meta for every weapon, because I know people want to try and kill things as fast as they possibly can, and that is a-okay. But for me, at some point, I'm going to start making off-meta builds, because I want to see what else is there. I actually had a conversation with a buddy of mine the other night about how there is so much variability and you don't have to stick to just one thing. And because of that, it's really, really nice that you can play all kinds of different things. So, I'm going to figure out what other things people can play. We should be coming up on another power clash here soon. That's gonna hurt. Oh, and just like that, I couldn't roll out fast enough. Thank you, Vigor Wasp Revival. I'm really shocked that that hit me. I thought I rolled that for sure. There we go. There's an offset, though. Slow him down a little. And now he's almost weak, so we're just gonna finish this easy. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is my Sleep Greatsword build. A little sloppier of a run, but you know what? I think we still killed it. 6 minutes, relatively, which is decent, considering I think I have less than 20 hunts on Greatsword right now in Wilds. I haven't used it a whole lot. I've been loving Switch Axe and other weapons. Yeah, you know what? 628. That's solid. I'll accept that. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and you guys let me know what you're using for your Greatsword builds, and I'll see all of you in the next one. Farewell.